What's up, guys? Welcome back to part 2 of Zafehouse Diaries. Last we left off, two of our people got in a fight and it ended up with a broken leg. Shannon ended up with a broken leg, and then we entered into a new location and got bruised by some zombies here. Minor contusions on my cleaner. So, we weren't doing very well. We have to finish up searching this location. So we'll throw on a couple people to search. Let's see. Who is my good person? Alright, so Natalie is the person that I want to do things with. To go and explore different locations to see where I want to go next. She'll be the best at that. We'll have one person probably. Let's see, is anyone good at modifying? Alright, so we'll have Daniel on that, and then Brian on this. And then Natalie can go explore one of these houses probably. Have her go over here. And with her, we will give her a flashlight. I do not believe I have binoculars yet, so we won't send that. We'll just give her a flashlight, help her spot some zombies that way. How much food do I have? 3 small meals, 15 snacks. That's good. So I'm going to switch this over to weapons and ammo, see if I can find some weapons to actually get me back into this game, because right now I'm not doing very well. My good fighters just don't have the, I don't have really any good fighters except for Natalie. I don't have any police officers, any firefighters, or anything like that. So I really need some good gear to kind of supplement that fact. So we'll start looking for some weapons and ammo. Let's see, what do I want this person to work on? What do I have for defense? Motorcycle helmet. Alright, so we'll have this person work on the motorcycle helmet, see what he can do with that. And that should be good for the time being. That's not good. I heard more blood, I think. Alright, let's see. Modifying a motorcycle helmet. Daniel turned a bed into scrap so he can modify that. Brian and Shannon had another argument, and Brian threw a bathroom mirror at Shannon, giving her another broken leg. Isn't that the same person? So apparently this guy just keeps wailing on her leg over and over and over again, and just keeps breaking it worse. So they ate some snacks, 2 cooking ingredients, a sponge in the kitchen. Half the rooms have been searched. Alright, the house at 3 Peachtree Way is a small building with 8 rooms. It has 1 door and 10 windows, and thinks the place is empty, so that'll definitely be the next place that I go, is right here. I don't know, I guess I should probably do something about Daniel and her, or Brian and her, or maybe her. What can she do to help both of these relationships? So this guy is middle class, university education. This guy is poor and uneducated, so that doesn't help me at all. And that doesn't help me either. I don't know if there's anything that's going to be able to get both of these guys. I mean, I can do things for men in general, but they both come from pretty different backgrounds. University and uneducated, with a poor and a middle class. She's wealthy. Do these guys hate wealthy? Yes and no. Well, I guess I'll have her just... Oh, I actually, only 1 rumor can be spread per day. I already spread one in my last playthrough, or in my last episode, so I'm going to have to wait a little while. But you can see, basically, as people get more and more injured, their pictures get more bloody, and basically when blood is completely covering their face, they're pretty much ready to die, and almost anything will kill them. So she's gotten 2 broken legs, so she's doing pretty badly. Luckily, it's only the librarian. I mean, obviously having 5 survivors is pretty crucial, but that's one of the weaker people that I could lose. You know, these 2 guys, the ones that are injured, are probably my 2 weakest survivors. So I don't think I need to do anything else. We'll just go on to the next turn. Alright. Daniel and Natalie discussed tactics. They're both feeling smarter. Ate 2 snacks, cooking ingredient. We found a cooking ingredient. We created a toughened motorcycle helmet. Is now better at protecting someone from melee attacks. Awesome, so that'll be better against zombies. Shannon and Casey found a cooking ingredient. and almost all the rooms have been searched. So I still haven't found any weapons or ammo at this location. I am going to send out Natalie and possibly Daniel. Do they hate each other? No, they like each other. So we'll have that happen. Daniel can kind of come off of this, and then we can go Natalie. Oh, Daniel's terrible, though. What about Brian? What is Brian doing right now? He's watching for zombies. Alright, so we'll have Daniel watch for zombies. Brian can come off of this. Brian can go with Natalie. Alright. And then we're going to go breach this location. Hopefully there are actually no zombies there, but it's possible there still will be. So we'll have to take, let's see, a hardened bat, toughened motorcycle helmet, and then I think brass knuckles are actually, I mean, they're pretty similar. Basically, this is better at, like, breaking in and assaulting, but this one's better at close combat. I'm not sure exactly the difference between the two. They probably both work hand in hand, because when you make something better at assaulting a location, it says it's better at breaching. So it might be actually getting into the place rather than the actual close quarter combat with the zombies. I'm not 100% sure. We'll just take another baseball bat, I guess. I'll take both of them, and then they can have the choice of which one to use. Although if I get attacked right now, I don't have any weapons at home. So that's probably a bad idea. We'll leave the brass knuckles. Alright, and then we can take maybe some of these cooking ingredients with me, since I'm going to move there eventually. And I also need something to break into the house with. So maybe a sledgehammer. What else? Maybe a hacksaw would be pretty good. We'll take a hacksaw. And then we'll just fill up on snacks. Oh, I'm already full. Okay, so those two will try to breach that location, see how they do. And I'll just continue searching and watching for zombies. And when this gets to 100%, I'll move these guys over here as well. As long as everybody just doesn't die before then. Alright, so Daniel says he saw Shannon steal and hide some painkillers while searching the house. Shannon said they were to help her cope with chronic pain. We could demand that she hand over the pills, but that might lead to severe withdrawal symptoms. I'm just going to leave it be, because from what I've noticed in this specific scenario, even if I take the pills, I don't have them in my inventory or anything, so I'm just going to leave it be, and generally taking them away causes a fight, so let her have them. Alright, so she stole some painkillers, we confronted her, chronic pain, we don't know if she's telling the truth, but we decided... Where is it? But we can't have her going through withdrawals right now. Daniel wasn't happy with the decision. He warned us to keep an eye on our painkillers. Shannon and Casey found a snack in the living room. Alright. Brian and Natalie approached the house with the intention of breaking in. They had to spend some time trying to find a way in, increasing the risk of confrontation. They headed to a small second-story window leading to the second bathroom. While the hacksaw didn't help much with the breaking in, it made life easier. There were no zombies in the second bedroom, and the whole location is silent. Okay. So... how is this doing? We still have only 75% because there was a situation where, they were confronting each other about painkillers for the entire turn last time. So we'll have one person here. Which one's better at searching? Are they both the same? Alright, Natalie can search. Brian can watch for zombies. Again, weapons and ammo. We'll start searching this location. You notice how, we've already went through 2 of the rooms here? So if I look at supplies, there's some things here like bar of soap that I didn't bring along, because I already have 2 of the rooms searched just because I've traveled through them as I was breaking into the house. Okay, so we'll go with this, and let's see. Casey and Daniel had an argument in the basement. Daniel threw a dead laptop at Casey, but he missed, and it smashed into him pieces. It won't even be useful for scraps. It's getting dark outside. So basically, I don't think I showed this off in the last video, but as it gets darker and darker, you'll notice that the play screen here will slowly get darker and darker as well. It starts at 6 p.m., goes to 6 a.m. or something, and it just gets darker and then lighter, which is kind of a neat touch. No zombies outside of the house. Noise level is low. We'll be there at 1 p.m. We won't wait around. So this is another one of those kind of things that'll go over here, and you try to get these little pieces of information. Like, it's possible that I should be at 2 walls away at 1 p.m. or something, but probably it's 2 different notes that I'm finding here. Generally, these are kind of difficult to actually find all of the pieces of scrap, but the scrap paper. to actually piece together the note, but it's kind of a neat little touch that they threw into the game. I haven't successfully actually located one of those. I've had some like weird events happen, but we'll get into those if they ever pop up. Yeah, so Natalie found a note. It contains details about a recent scavenging operation. Brian and Natalie are getting along better after the discovery. We found a crossbow and 8 corals. That's nice. A screwdriver and a switchblade in the basement. Sponge. There's 2 showers at the house. Half the rooms have now been searched. Alright, so this place is still at 75%, which is really annoying. I guess we'll just go again. There's not really much else that I can change up at this point. Where am I going to go from here once this place is searched? So I'm pretty much going to see there is a part here that I know from one of my earlier notes. So I could go here if there's not many zombies, or I have the opportunity of going to pretty much all of these houses. The police station is probably going to be off limits because it's just going to be too many zombies there. So I have to worry about if I make too much noise at these 2 locations, they may start to come out of the police station and surround my house, so I have to be careful of that. But I pretty much have this store, this house, and this house, and this house. So all those are possible options. I could go to the factory or warehouse. Generally, there's like less windows in crucial spots at these areas. Although the picture looks like there's a lot of windows. They generally have like pretty big basements. So a lot of the times you don't get the proper information back because there's no windows to the basements. But nonetheless, we'll go to the next turn here. Alright, Casey and Daniel's constant bickering is getting everyone down. Yeah, I'll have to wait until next day. So when this rolls over to like midnight, I'll be able to spread another rumor and hopefully I can keep people a little bit more happy. We found a baseball bat. How is this doing? Still 75%. This one's at 62. So I mean these guys are just fighting all the time. And it's not getting any work done, which is annoying. But you'll notice kind of how it gets a little bit darker as I go later and later into the day. Alright, so 88%, 62%. Finally, they got some searching done. Should take one more turn or so to get everything searched. Brian reports that there are no zombies outside the house. Noise level is low. So which one is Brian? Because I kind of can actually take him off for a turn, most likely, and have him help search. Because there's no zombies, so there should be no threat of breaking in. Because you generally should be watching for zombies anytime they like try to come up to your house, or else you get caught off guard and people will be working, and then, you know, that's never a good thing. To have a zombie come up behind you when you're trying to search a location is probably like almost instant, at least injury. Possible infection or possible death as well. Daniel reported small number of zombies at my other location. Almost all the rooms have been searched at 3 Peachtree Way. So these guys, these 2 people are actually working together better than like these 3 and are getting the location searched before this one is, which is kind of frustrating. But you kind of notice how certain people are just in general better at doing things. Like the people that I left over here were my cleaner, librarian, and engineer. Engineer are really good at modifying certain things, but the other 2 are just terrible at everything. I mean, they're just not good. They can, you know, cook and they can like clean up zombies. That's about the best thing that those 2 are good for. Alright. Although I feel like the librarian should be good at searching. I feel like the librarian should have like 4 or 5 stars because you'd be searching for books all the time. Anyway, we'll continue. Alright, so more bickering. I have one more turn until I can spread another rumor. And again, Brian and Natalie are now frustrated with each other, which is annoying because they were actually happy before. And you see it changed. These guys used to be like green, and now it's orange. So I mean, they just constantly get more and more angry at each other. That's why a lot of this stuff is random when you look at these things. A lot of the time, you're like, this guy is pretty unhappy with 2 people. A lot of the time, you can spread a rumor that will cause like both of these people to become happy with him, just based on, you know, where they come from and stuff. And a lot of those random elements make the game easier and harder depending. This person would probably be the best if I could get these 3 people to like her better, but I have to wait one more turn. So 88%, 75%. That looks like a zombie issue. Alright. We were prepared for battle. Daniel was watching for zombies at the time, moved a shelf in front of the living room entrance, giving us more time to get into position. 2 doors leading to the living room were breached by 2 zombies. Casey headed to the basement, saying it was the easiest place to defend from. Daniel and Shannon were unimpressed with Casey's plan and did not follow him. So this is basically they're unhappy with each other, so they're not working together during the fight, which makes it more dangerous. Most of the fighting took place in the kitchen. Daniel smashed a zombie's head with a sledgehammer after striking its left leg. They killed one of them, but there's at least one inside. Daniel received some bruising. Natalie and Brian found a deck of playing cards, so the other people are doing fine. These guys are basically locked into this location because there's zombies inside the building. So I have to secure this location before I can move them. So if more zombies like invade right now, we're going to have a huge battle on our hands over there. And somebody could end up dead. Tons of people are injured. It's not looking good. Alright, I think we cleaned it up though. We found a hockey mask. That's another thing that's used for defense. Most of the fighting took place in the living room. Daniel bashed a zombie's torso with a sledgehammer after smashing its right leg. They got them all. And then, let's see. Alright, so they're still unhappy with each other and they're starting to fight. Let's see if I can fix this at all. So, what could she do to fix my relationship with all 3 of these guys? Well, first of all, something that's like men, like this, would be good, because that way all 3 of these guys will start liking her better. And then, although she's about to die, like, do I really care? I would much rather have my only good fighter be happy with everybody. I think I'm not going to care. And I'm going to have her do something that's going to affect him the most. So poor and uneducated. So we can do celebrity. We can do like poor, middle-aged men. Is he middle-aged? Yep. Although he's kind of older, but I don't know. I mean, 47. I think that's older for in game terms, because I have never seen anyone that's like 60 or something. But that's all right. We'll just leave it as middle-aged. Poor background, middle-aged men. We'll have it. Wrote a book that was moderately popular, and hopefully that will bring her up to everyone liking her. And we'll just leave this person pretty much dead already anyway. 2 broken legs. Okay. This place is finally fully searched. So we're going to have these guys come over to this location. Breach. Take the hockey mask, pair of brass knuckles, recoilless silenced handgun. The meals are pretty important. Snacks are less important. You notice they only get 1 nutrition factor. These things give 5, so they have to eat snacks more often. But they'll eat them first as well. We'll see if I need anything else though. Maybe an angle grinder. It's good for engineering, but it's pretty heavy to be carrying around. Flashlight. Maybe I'll take a screwdriver instead of an angle grinder. That'll still help a little bit with engineering. And then I'll take 2 snacks. 1 snack and a bandage. That seems good. Alright. I'm going to take Brian off of this and watch for zombies again, since they're not getting along anyway. Let's see how this rumor works. Alright, so on hearing the rumor, Casey and Brian were closer to Natalie. Shannon and Daniel were indifferent about it. Daniel left Casey and Shannon behind on the way to the house. They couldn't keep up. Obviously, because one of them has a broken leg. Brian and Natalie waited for the right moment to let Daniel inside, and then they finally got there, and Brian, Natalie, and Daniel waited for the right moment to let Casey inside. Or actually, Shannon's still out there, isn't she? Yeah. So basically, Shannon, the person who has 2 broken legs, isn't quite here yet, which is pretty neat. I didn't actually know that happened, but basically the specific injuries that are like happening to your people makes them faster or slower on the walk to certain locations, which is kind of cool. Well, Daniel start modifying some stuff. Maybe modify that like screwdriver based on engineering so that I can kind of get it up more towards that angle grinder that I left behind. Natalie has to start scouting around. We'll scout this part area first. Give her a flashlight. Don't I have 2 flashlights? Looks like no. Alright, who else do I have? Casey, what are you good at? Anything? You're a cleaner. Well, not really good at anything else but cleaning. And making a distraction, which I don't want to do. Brian is a chef. Let's have Brian come off, Casey go on, Brian start preparing meals. Alright, we'll go with this. Alright, so they waited for the right moment to let Shannon inside. Modifying a hacksaw, okay. Modifying a screwdriver now, he switched around. I don't know why. Prepared 2 small meals. Natalie's feeling slightly fit. Alright, how many zombies? We have, let's see, 5 rooms, 7 windows. 1 zombie outside, did not see zombie inside, thinks the place is empty. So again, another empty location, which is helpful. I'm not super worried. Since there's so many windows and so few rooms, I'm thinking that it's possible that there's actually no zombies inside. So we're just going to send Natalie here to breach. Give her a reasonable amount of equipment that she can use. I'll even give her the crossbow, just in case. So there, she's got some ranged equipment, crossbow and some corals, and also a hardened baseball bat with a toughened motorcycle helmet. And then she can take a small meal and a snack with her, I think. Oh, actually, she needs a flashlight. So a couple snacks and a flashlight. Alright, because that'll help her with searching and stuff like that once she gets there. And then everybody else, no, Shannon is idle. What is Shannon good at? Nothing. Yeah, seriously, actually nothing. Especially with broken leg, I don't know what to have her do. I guess she can, well, take Casey off. Shannon can watch for zombies. I don't know, Casey can't do anything either. I guess Casey works pretty good with Natalie, so we'll have him go as well. That means I need to take a few more items. Brass knuckles. And just like another small meal and some cooking ingredients and stuff. The stuff that I'm going to take anyway. Start carrying the load over. Alright, that'll work. Approached the house with the intention of breaking in. They had to spend some time finding a way in, increasing the risk of confrontation. They had to do a small second-story window leading to the first bathroom. Once they got close, it proved tricky to access. Yeah, I forgot to send them with a tool, so they probably had to end up breaking the window. They had to take out 3 zombies before they could break in. That's basically because they took time trying to probably open the window or something without breaking in, and then zombies came up from behind them or something like that, and they had to take them out. No zombies inside the first bathroom. Whole location is silent. Okay. Fighting techniques, that basically just gives them like a small buff when they take time to trade fighting techniques. If I look at them, I think they'll have a small buff on them. It makes them fight a little bit better for a day or something. Alright, so they showered. Okay, cool. Couldn't find a shower, so he had to settle with smashing. He is annoyed at Natalie for taking a shower. And no soap as well. Alright. Well, this location searched as well, so I could take these. I can actually box these guys and like take them over here. Okay. And have them breach. And we might end the next part after we get over here. So I think we've been going for about 25 minutes, maybe a little bit on these under 25 minutes, so maybe I'll go like 1 or 2 more turns. Baseball bat, this. I guess I'll take the switchblade, why not? Although, I want food, so we're gonna leave the switchblade. Eh, okay. It's not heavy, so I guess I'll leave some food behind. I actually do need to bring some sort of a tool though. Screwdriver maybe. Alright, that's good. Okay, so these guys are inside of the building. Well, Natalie is 4 stars at watching for zombies, so we'll have her do that. Search again for weapons and ammo. Since I'm even leaving behind food, I don't really need food at this point. And we will go with this. Alright, so they waited for the right time to let people inside. Found a carving knife, 2 cooking ingredients. Quarter of the rooms have been searched. Pretty much it. Okay, so we have 40% of the location searched. Let's see, does anyone else... Let's take Casey off of this. Brian and Daniel, I guess, are okay at searching together. No, I don't want Daniel doing that. Let's see, Shannon. No, everyone hates Shannon. Shannon can't do that. Well, I'll just have her by herself, I guess, doing that, and then modifying an item. Brian can help with that, and then Casey can do this. Natalie can come off. We'll do it as any, and then we'll have Natalie start searching for the next place. So, like, next to me here, take a flashlight. Alright, that way everyone's pretty happy with each other. Yeah, we'll go with this. Now you notice there's quite a few X's around. These are all zombies outside of the location. So if I do get attacked, it could be problematic because my best fighter is going to be out exploring. But there's not much else I can do. Everybody's injured, so this is going to be difficult to actually... Like, do I have any parts? I don't think I have any parts at all at this point for the car that I need to fix up, so not doing very well. I've searched 1, 2, 3... I'm in my 4th location right now. Alright. Well, no blood, so that should be good. So we scouted this house out. It has 7 rooms, 9 windows, so there might be a window for each room, but there might not be as well. 1 zombie outside, and didn't see any zombies inside. Thinks the place is empty. So I'm getting lucky with the amount of empty places I'm finding in terms of zombies. That's good. Alright. We found cooking ingredients. Alright, so we were prepared for battle. Let's see, they poured into the living room, main bedroom, and kitchen. All up, we faced 4 zombies. Natalie took command of the fight and led Daniel into the main bedroom. They were unimpressed with the plan, didn't follow her. They were barely protected. All they had between them was a hockey mask and a toughened motorcycle helmet, but it was better than nothing. Most of the fighting took place in the kitchen. Casey clobbered a zombie's head with a baseball bat. Brian shot a zombie with the crossbow. Meanwhile, in the living room, Natalie bashed a zombie's head with a hardened baseball bat. So there's still at least 1 inside. But I think we only killed 3, and there were a total of 5, so there should actually be 2 inside. Let's see. It says there's only 1. Maybe the other one wandered back outside or something. Either way, there's no actions that I can take. I have to wait until this place is secured. Alright, so we saw him coming. They poured in. We faced 3 zombies. Most of the fighting took place in the kitchen. Shannon bashed 2 zombies with a baseball bat. So the girl with 2 broken legs bashed 2 zombies with a baseball bat. Interesting. Meanwhile, in the maid bedroom, Casey smashed a zombie's torso with a baseball bat after smashing its left arm, and Natalie bashed a zombie's neck. We got them all, but there's a small mob gathering outside. Alright. So now there's a bunch of corpses. So I need my cleaner, which is Casey, to come off of this and start cleaning up corpses. And Natalie can watch for zombies for a couple turns here, because this could be, problematic. Because I just killed a bunch of zombies, it probably made some noise. So all these axes that are around will probably start flocking towards my house. I could start barricading, but by the time I finish it up, I'll probably be ready to move. So we'll just go and see what happens. Alright, I found something good that's actually, they have this splatter, and blood is basically when somebody gets injured, and then this kind of like other sort of substance comes up, and it's like you don't know whether or not you got hurt. Like it's a frightening moment as soon as this kind of splats onto your book. But this one is actually something good, I believe. Yeah, it's for this fuel pump. So basically, I finally found a quest item, fuel pump for wherever the car is. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that the vehicle that I find will need a fuel pump, but I should probably carry it with me if I can. While cleaning up, Casey pulled out one undamaged coral stuck in a corpse. Alright, cool. So this is probably still good. 60% of the house is searched. Still 4 corpses, so we're just going to go with this. Alright, so we got attacked again. We created a spiked pair of brass knuckles, but it is now better at close quarters combat. I think close quarters combat is more for when you get attacked, I believe. Okay, so a door leading to the living room was breached by a zombie. Natalie took command of the fight. People were unimpressed. That's pretty standard. Alright, so we shot a zombie's head with a crossbow, so nothing too bad. And a barricade blocking the living room was attacked, but it held firm. I haven't actually barricaded anything, so I guess these 7 barricades came from someone else that was previously in the house. Like, obviously, that's kind of cool, where certain houses will already have barricades up because, it was a zombie apocalypse, right? So the people who were living here tried to barricade and probably ended up failing and ended up fleeing the house or something. Or died, and they're the zombies that were inside or outside the house or something like that. All in all, we still have to search, we still have to clean up corpses, so I think we're good. Alright, so that's another good thing. Let's see what we found. Found a radiator in the living room. That's another car part that I'm going to need, or possibly not need. This is going to get sort of heavy, because car parts generally take 2 weight, so I may not be able to carry both of these around. I might have to leave them in this house, and then have to come back here once I find the vehicle, if I find the vehicle before I die. Alright, so we scavenged some ammo from while cleaning up corpses. That's cool. And nothing else really all that important. So I think now that I am 100% searched on this house, for the next part I'm going to have to enter this house over here. So I will end the video here, because we've been going for probably about 30 minutes now. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you next time for part number 3. Bye.